Hello and welcome to another Scrubcast with me, Emmy. Today we're going to be looking at a bronze game. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a bronze game. Here on Scrab Station, so at the 3 o'clock position, we have our blue Terran friend, Herbison. And up here at the 12 o'clock position, we have our red Terran friend, Himmy. I see the G semicolon HF, that's good. Have fun. So we're going to be seeing some pretty, let's be honest, terrible play coming up in this game, as it is bronze. This is here to illustrate some points. Doing this mainly just to illustrate some points to the silver and gold players, and perhaps some bronze players that are looking at this video. They might want to take note of. First off, queuing up units is generally bad, especially when it's right at the beginning of the game, and you've got nothing else to concentrate on. You only want one in the queue at a time. You want to queue up the next one just before the previous one finishes, so that you're not using up those resources on other things that you could be using them for right now. Also, your supply depot should go down as a Terran as your 10th SCV starts building. That's not what we're seeing here from Herbison. Herbison staying on 11 supply, just saving up. So he's going to drop an expansion. That is an 11 command center. 11 command center, no supply. Command center, fast expand. Fair enough. We'll say no more about that. Over here at Himmy's base, we can see he's getting his racks up. That went up on 11. And now his refinery up to, so 11 racks, 12 refinery, not quite so different from the standard 12 racks, 13 refinery that higher up Terrans will be doing. So some grasp of the basics of the builds from Himmy, as we now see supply depot just finishing up for Herbison. Finally going to get himself unsupply blocked and stick down to the second supply depot. Still no racks. There's the racks. See nothing really going on. Now reactor coming up for Himmy. No orbital command coming up yet from either player. We see that the expansion of Herbison almost done already. As we now see second racks going down for Herbison. So this is a 11 expand into 2 racks build. As we now see the reactor just about to finish, and the orbital command too for Himmy. Gonna drop a mule and build an SCV sometime soon, hopefully. You see this SCV now dropping a factory. Still no SCV coming out. To all you bronze players, you want to be building SCVs constantly. General Terran build order is 10 supply, 12 racks, 13 refinery, 15 orbital command as you make your first marine. And then just pump SCVs and whatever else you're going to be doing. Obviously the build that's very popular at the moment, which is the 2 racks before orbital no gas build, which is 10 supply, 12 racks, 13 racks, and then 14 orbital. You can actually squeeze the 15th SCV out just barely. Takes a few seconds longer than it actually takes to build the racks. But you can do that if you want to squeeze that extra SCV out before building your orbital command. But that does mean if you do that, you can't get your first marine out straight away. You have to wait a little while to get the marine out instead. So swings and roundabouts, ladies and gentlemen, swings and roundabouts. As we now see the scan going down as Himmy sees this expansion from Herbison. Still no orbital command. There is orbital command for Herbison, but he's not used the energy up on a mule yet. Still not producing SCVs really that much here. He's got 3 down at this one, and we got 9, 10, 11. Looking a little bit better for Himmy over here, only a little bit though. He's mining gas pretty good. He's got his 2 gas fully saturated. That's pretty good. Got his starport coming up. See, Marines taking down the destructible debris here. This is destructible debris because it is man-made, or I suppose maybe not perhaps man-made, perhaps Protoss-made, but not natural waste. So it is therefore debris, and the rocks, which are made from rock obviously. So we now see quite a nice number of Marines out for Herbison, out of his 2 tech labbed Raxes. Stim now coming down. Not seeing any Marauders yet. He's now seems to have his gas fully saturated. As a 3rd and 4th Rax go down, and the destructible rock's about to come down as the tank comes in. We've got a combat shield on the way for Himmy. He's gonna absolutely annihilate this base. As you now see, no. Herbison's just gonna leave this command to fall, not bringing his Marines out to defend it. Lifts off. He's gonna go back home with it. Will he catch on fire before it gets there? A couple of medivacs coming down for Himmy now, as well as combat shield is just about to finish. Stim about halfway done for Herbison. As that orbital command is now on fire, it's got 400 hit points, so it will probably be okay. The tank unsieges. Going to sit outside the front now. As no more units really coming down for Herbison. He's getting up to quite high minerals, but it looks like he's going to go expand now. We are now almost 10 minutes into the game, and let's just have a look at the units tab. With 20 SCVs, over 16 SCVs, but 15 Marines out to the 11 Marines of Himmy, and 1 siege tank and 1 Marauder with a couple medivacs, and that will make all the difference. If Himmy just gets all his units together, he could break this. Needs to bring that siege tank forward just a bit. Wants to bring it in to sort of just where his Marines are, so he can actually hit up further on, because right now that's just in range there. As you now see this sort of command center fully healed up. As you see, 119 energy, 120 energy on the orbital command of Herbison. This tank keeps wailing away. Just look at the production tab. Still not much coming down for Himmy, and he's now really lost his advantage. 18 Marines versus 11 Marines and a siege tank. That's a pretty unfair fight. If we're especially seeing that these Marines have stim, yes, stim and combat shield by the looks of it. So well upgraded Marines. No weapons or armor upgrades yet. Go back to production tab, and we'll see nothing more in production for either of them. Herbison up to 500 minerals, but is supply blocked, so needs to deal with that ideally, so he can make more Marines. As now he is severely supply blocked. 38 over 30. And now the Marine's going to go. The bunker's gone. These Marines are going to fall so fast, these 2 siege tanks. As we now see the planetary fortress coming up, but it's just going to go straight down before it even finishes morphing. Quite comfortably. Or perhaps not. But those siege tanks really can just deal with that planetary fortress quite comfortably. As we see a 3rd siege tank coming in now. That's going to be just about enough to beat the DPS of these SCVs healing. As we now see the Marines coming in from Herbison. Oh, beautiful work. But those couple of Medivac's making all the difference here as the planetary fortress falls. All the Marines pretty much gone for Herbison. How much longer can this game go on? Himmy quite obviously got this game won. Can't be long before we see a GG. As we see now, the final push coming from Himmy. There go the Marines. They're barely even getting out before dying now. And there, Herbison leaves the game. It was an interesting game for what it was worth. I thought I'd just do a little bit of what reason I call this Scrubcast is because I myself am a scrub. I just thought it'd be nice to have a look at some real scrubs and make myself feel better. So that's been another Scrubcast. Got some TLO coming up, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you next time.